Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. The Royal Mint may be under threat. No coins have been ordered this year. Usually around this time of year, the government sort of look at the mix of coins out there in circulation, see that the older ones or the damaged ones get pulled out, and they sort of put an order in for more and change the mix as per needed. However, with the reduction in cash that's being used and the smaller number of cash transactions, they're not placing any orders. They say there's enough coinage out there and that no new ones are necessary. Now, this will mean, other than the odd £5 coin or whatever that's been done and struck as a commemorative issue, no coins will be made with King Charles's image on, only notes. And in another move, which will undoubtedly cost us money, they're looking to get rid of the penny and tuppence. Now, that will be the first time coins have been basically withdrawn since the halfpenny went in 1984. It was the smallest coin ever made in Britain. It was very unpopular. It was very light. There was nothing to it. And it existed from 1971 till 1984, and then it was withdrawn. There were, of course, half pennies before that, but they were quite substantial at the time. That's in old money. Half pennies, pennies, threepenny bits, fourpenny bits, aka the groat, sixpences, shillings, florins. I spent them all, you know. I actually remember spending old money. I'm 57, I can just about remember it. Now, this will mean, of course, that prices will be rounded to 5p, and you can guarantee they'll never be rounded down. Everything's going to be rounded up to the next 5p above. That said, I was in Asda the other day and there was something there for sale. It was £7.14. And I had to look because it's the last time I think I've ever seen, and the first time rather for a long time, I'd ever seen something that wasn't rounded to 5p. How very weird. But that's how it goes, isn't it? Inflation erodes. We've got no needs for pennies and tuppences. And it looks like brass money, copper money rather, will be withdrawn over the next couple of years. And eventually, I think, the 5p will go. I do remember the big 50p's and the big 10p's and the big 5p's, and then they all shrunk down to smaller coins. I have a story about the 5p. Many, many years ago, before joining the army, I had a job working for a company that made coin counting machines. It was called Machines and Systems Limited. I was only there about a year, as I was about, not even that, maybe about 9 months, as I was waiting to get into the army. And one of the things I did while I was there was work out a way of differentiating between the old English 5p piece, which was worth 5p, and a German 1 mark piece, which was worth about 30p. Now, they were the same size, same width, everything. But you could use an old 5p in a German phone, say, and get a mark's worth, 30p worth of phone call. Or you could put it into slot machines or, vending machines. And so it made it very cheap. So soldiers coming back on leave or whatever will go back with loads of 5p's and use them in the machines. It was all very fine and pleasant and really annoyed the Germans. Anyway, I was working for this machine company and I was told, can you work a way of differentiating it out? And I did. And it was all to do with inductance. And I said, oh no, you just put a coil here and you measure the inductance level. And if it's low because of high nickel content, or it's high because of the low nickel content, that'll give you, it's basically a DDX on whether it was a 5p or a mark. Oh yes, that was marvellous, they said. And then they patented it. I got nothing. But that's how it works in business, isn't it? And the next thing I know, I go off to Germany, put me 5p's in the telephones, get me phone calls home. Very good. Then all of a sudden that didn't stop. That didn't work. And I didn't dare tell anyone in Germany at the time why it stopped working. They'd have chased me up a tree and set fire to it. Hey ho. But anyway, them was the days. That was back in the mid to late 80s. That's how long ago that was. So anyway, getting back. So, no more coins being issued. No coins with King Charles's face by the look of it. And getting rid of brown money. That's sad. People used to just throw the coppers and things into jars, and you have a jar of coppers and you take it down the bank or whatever, or give it to charity. Poor old charities are going to do very, very badly, aren't they, when people don't have any loose cash anymore. So anyway, thanks a lot. Take care. Goodbye.